and I looked down and said, Tower of Power. And I went, I recognize him. I know Tower of Power. And I introduced myself and started chatting. And at some point, there was a concert happening in Austin. He was living in Austin, now living in Dallas. And I said, you know what? Why don't you come? He goes, and he pulls out this electronic time management tool. And he goes, let's get my calendar. I went, oh, no. The devil, get back. You electronic time management? Oh, God, awesome. I said, no, it's not. You know, I said, tell you what, we'll have an Old West draw here. For sure. I said, because I had a couple of my people with me watching me. I said, on the floor is my briefcase, and in it is my paper time management system. I said, and you're holding yours. Now, when I say go, you find out if you're available, and I'll reach into my bag, and I'll see if I'm available, and let's see who gets there first. He goes, okay. And so he goes, I go, ready, set, go. I just reached in, opened up, and said, okay. He's a little bit of punching things in. I said, oh, by the way, let me see what I'm doing the day before, the day after, the week before, the week after, the month before, the month after. See, here's the thing. He's just looking at me going, I never done this thing yet. Of course you have. I said, because it's an inefficient use of time. It's convenient to serve, but it's inconvenient to manage your life from. It's not a good thing. Bad thing. Here's why it's bad. Because our life is nothing more or less than energy. Can we agree on that? Say yes. Because it's scientific fact, not really not atoms. We are nothing more energy. We're just life forms of energy. Okay? So here's the truth. Your time management, when you look at a calendar, is really just predetermining how you're going to spend your energy. That's all it is. And so what I want to do is at any point in time, if I say yes to something, I need to know what I'm saying no to. And if I say no to something, I need to know what I'm saying yes to, right? I need to see that. The other thing is, if I'm going to agree to do this today, I need to understand energy flow-wise, what I was doing tomorrow, what I was going to do tonight, what I'm going to do the next day. I need to see that in harmony. I don't need to just agree, and look up and I'm driven by my calendar. I drive my calendar. It doesn't drive me. You understand that? So what I want to understand is, what do I need to say yes to? So the first thing I do is I go to my calendar a year and a half out, and I plan all my vacations.